Compound's open. Good weekend, brothers. Whew. Let's see who jumps in today. Let's see who's around town. All right. Let's get moving and grooving. Lights. Lights. It'll be a short one today. About 45 minutes. Won't be too crazy. But we'll see what's going down. I want to go to LA, but not yet. I haven't heard. No one pays attention unless there's a protest or riot. No one pays attention to downtown Los Angeles. I might drive there during the week, but not the weekends. Weekends too crazy. And it smells like pee. We're gonna do the old loop, swoop, and pull, and then we'll be done. But we got a 2-week notice on Big Bad Iran, or maximum 2 weeks, which is wild. Howard, Semper Fi, Devil, what's up, Devil Dog? What's up, Jackson? How you doing, brother? What's up, y'all? Just doing Saturday streams, weekend business. A lot going on in the world. Got to get it off my little soul. Two-week minimum notice. 2 weeks minimum. Israel's got to do all the heavy lifting, man. We don't need to do any of that crap no more. You know what I'm saying? I got a new backrest. This thing is bomb. Amazon, boys, saves lives. There's no way I never, ever, nowhere. Only on Amazon. But yeah, man, Israel's got to do all the heavy lifting. And if this goes down the way we all think it's going to came from somewhere, and goes down, that will be the end of my war, I believe. Because we didn't have a war. I mean, we had objectives like remove Saddam, a regime change, you know, as the IMAX news theaters say, news sources, a regime change. Saddam was a regime change for sure. The Taliban in Afghanistan, I like to call that our testing facility. And then to cut the head off the snake, we defeated the body of the snake. Now we just got to cut off the head, and the head is Iran. And that'll be that. But we got to do it like how we did it in Japan. You know, the ideology is so authoritarian. They got to surrender. You know, that's what made Japan now, is that they look back and say, dude, we messed up, man. My bad. Might be, you know. Germany, a little different story, man. We asked Germany, dude, you guys just can't, you know, you guys have to surrender to show your people that you're wrong, you know. And they didn't want to do it, so we had to bomb it out of them. And we had to bomb it out of Saddam. We had to bomb it out of Germany. Japan, they wanted to do a deal, you know. They wanted to live. They chose life, which is an honorable thing to do. Way more honorable. What's up, Kean? What's up, Keith? How you doing, brother? You think that they can drill down with these? Man, that's a lot of rock. Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I heard that mountain's like made out of like granite. And we all know the difficulty in destroying granite. Look at the Egyptian pyramids. I'm not sure, man. That is a lot of rock. I don't know. I mean, you don't have to totally destroy the whole mountain. It's not there anymore, which you got to make it uninhabitable, right? What's up, Jason? Out and about on a Saturday? Yes, sir. Nothing much, man. I just Friday, so I decided to get out, do the stream, do some errands, do some chores. You know how it goes. Yeah, but Israel got to do all that, man. The United States doesn't need to be involved in any of that wild stuff in Iran. We can help defend Israel, you know. I'm sure we help defend Ukraine, and we help defend. If there's if there's money to be made, you know, Americans all over it. And have you ever seen The Lord of I'll sell communist-made ammo to fascists. I'll sell it to the Taliban. A Lord of War, man. I mean, if there's money to be made, United States is gonna be there selling them stuff, which is fine with me, baby. But actually partaking, man, we don't need. That's pretty much our territory already. You know, Saudis are cool. You know, we have a big partnership with Kuwait, you know. But Israel's got to lay down the hammer, dude. I don't know if we can. I don't know, man. I think that would be a bad idea to hit that mountain. They got to surrender, or Israel's going to pound that mountain until it cracks. You know, 1,000 years from now, people are going to go to Iran saying, dude, these dudes broke a mountain. Crack a mountain in half. I'm sure something like that will happen, man. One hopes, but I hope. Big old pothole. One hopes, but but I always do the opposite of what I'm told to say in my way, to stay in my way. Yeah, I know what you mean by that. I know what you mean by that. These roads suck. Stay aging backwards? Say aging backwards? Backwards aging? What's up, bruh? Sometimes the op is sit, but to sit is to shit. I'm not. What's up, Monica? Hey, what's up? What's up, David? Speedy recovery, Jason. Hey, I'm recovering from surgery. Oh man, what'd you get done? What's going on, man? Hopefully a cosmetic surgery. Hopefully nothing too serious. What's up, brother? What happened here? Oh, interesting. Shoot, you gotta help me feel better, dude. Well, I'm glad I can entertain you in this stream, brother, for a little bit at least. For for your heart. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's above my my pay level, man. The medical stuff, man. I don't know anything about that stuff. I'm starting to learn as I get a little older. You know, you start learning about colon cancer and this and that. It's, oh shit. Don't you do it. Don't you do it, car. Have you considered off another lane? Veering off into another lane? I have, man. I have thought about that. It's called, yeah, I have thought about swerving off into another lane. Who hasn't thought about that? Shit, everyone's thought about that. I mean, life gets tough, bro. It's a struggle, man. I mean, you gotta get up and get the grind going, and some people do swerve off into another lane. It's true. Some people hang themselves, some people shoot themselves. I'm a witness to those, brothers. So yeah, sometimes you do think about deleting yourself. I'm sure. Yeah, it's part of my PTSD program, man. Shit, man. When I was 19, 18 years old, I had to think about that, because if I had to, what they were doing to American Marines or soldiers, I don't think a Marine ever got captured, devil dog, but what they were doing to those American contractors out there in Iraq, dude, they were cutting their heads off and putting it on YouTube when YouTube was a little baby. And so yeah, we all had a good plan. If we all got captured, we were gonna either shoot each other or off ourselves, brother. Yeah. Thanks for asking, though. I never drive sober. Hey, no one blames you, man. I'm always high on life, brother. With lots of caffeine, Yeah, people think about driving off the road all the time. I think that's a normal thing to think about, to be honest. I might be the outlier or weirdo, but it's like a stigmatism. Is that the right word? Stigmatism? It's like everyone's afraid of talking about it, or like, oh, you can't say that. Don't say that. You're not supposed to think like that. It's like, well, what do you mean, man? Like, some people do think like that. Two of my best friends thought like that. It is what it is, No shame in my game. Pay attention to the road. I'm working on it, man, but you keep typing, so I got to keep reading. Mods sleeping today. All the mods are sleeping, brother. It's their day off, man. I gave everyone the day off, man. The budget didn't call for overtime. They would have been getting double overtime, and then they would have been paying tax on their overtime. And I don't want to work them overtime until they don't have to pay taxes on it. Until that big beautiful bill's passed. Does that have that in there? I don't even know. Tell you the truth, I don't care. What up, Lynn? Long time no see. What's up, brother? Pete, what's up, man? Pete Garcia. I remember Pete. Piccolo Pete. Pistol Pete, man. What's going on, Pistol? Hey, Howard, what's up, brother? Semper Fi, man. Oh, you checked in. We got one. Damn it, Howard. I can't pay you the OT today, man, but I guess I gotta have to, man. What's up, Howard? I'm a virtual reality channel now. Nice. I took an eye exam the other day, and it was in virtual reality at the VA. I'm trying to get my new glasses. These are so old. I look like an old man putting these on. They're so gross. But yeah, the things in virtual reality, it was pretty sweet. That was actually really cool. I was at Ontario Arena, saw Wu-Tang last night. What? Yeah, their arena. What is it called? Wu-Tang was playing there? No effing way. No way. On Ontario Sports Arena. Yeah. That's where my high school used to graduate, dude. Or my brother's class graduated. Our high school used to graduate there because we had so many kids. It was on the Ontario Arena or the Pond. Wow, Wu-Tang's dope, dude. Redman and Method Man were sick back in the day, dude. My favorite movie growing up was How High, dude. I used to watch that movie religiously. It's called Cannabis for Men. You have a baseball game? Hey, good luck, brother. I wouldn't walk past the school wearing those glasses, dude, and they slide down on my nose. They're like the first glasses I ever got, and I never lost them or broke them. But I've gotten other ones before, which I've lost and or broke, and it's just, it's you know, at night when the light stretches and it gets really blindy, I can't do it. It's like it blinding me. I fucking wear glasses, like sunglasses at night if I could. Toyota, what's up, Pete? Expensive glasses you lose or break. Liquor glasses last forever, dude. That's the goddamn truth, Pete. That's the goddamn truth, dude. You can buy those like $2.99 the pug glasses or the chopper glasses. You'll have them for years, and you'll have them for years and years. They'll be scratched. They'll be half cocked-eyed. Never lose them. Never fully break. But you buy Oakleys or something, within a week you'll scratch them or break them, dude. I try really hard not to break my nice glasses like these. These are really nice. I try really, 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 really hard, dude. Really hard. So far, so good. I've grown up a little bit. Or lose my wallet. I used to lose my wallet all the time. Now I got an AirTag on that mother. That mother effer, dude. Say what's up real quick. What's up, Lean? How you doing, brother? Simplify, man. Mini transitions. The sky, there you go. Yeah, we don't need to be involved in Iran no more, dude. Just drop the bomb and let's get this shit show over with. But the unconditional surrender, I'm all for. Because that if they surrender, that means everyone else has no choice. Just like Japan. Just like Japan. There'll be a little infighting, a little we never surrender type of people, but if the main guy surrenders its country, then it's over. That would be the global. That would be, I think, the global war on terror ending for real, for real. You know, not this half-ass, half-baked bullcrap. Where are you at? What streets? I'm on Holt. I'm gonna get on, hop on the 10, I think. And head out of town. Ayatollah needs to step down. Yeah, step down. He needs a Ayatollah. He's never gonna step down. He's never. You know, it's a conversation. I think every man, you know, Jason, me, you know, Howard, anyone that's kind of served, we all probably had at one point. Is it worth dying for? You know, and the answer for me and Jason and Howard is it's nah, man. It's not worth dying for. I just want to go home. You know, that's a conversation I have with the Ayatollah. I was like, dude, you know, I'm picking off every guy on your left and every guy on your right for a reason, because you're the main guy, and you can live in your house, and you can spin the surrender however you want, but you got to sit down and write on paper that the craziness of your country, it's over, man. There's no more chanting "Death to America." That's over. But the very top of the regime, he has to stop it. He has to stop it. And that that can we saw what happened after Germany surrendered in World War I, but that same craziness could happen. But look at Japan. Japan ended up being really chill. So Saddam didn't want to surrender. That's what I would say too. Look at Saddam. We asked him to leave. He could have left Iraq. We gave him 72 hours. You got 72 hours to leave, big dog. Just you and your family, grab your peeps and get out of here. And he didn't want to. He didn't want to. We give people options. You always have a choice in this life. Always have a choice. Saddam was our guy, the CIA. Yeah, man. I mean, we were chill with Saddam a long time ago. Because we gave him a bunch of weapons to fight Iran. How it has gone full circle. It's gone. Well, we gave them intelligence. We gave them weapons. We gave them because they started using the 155 rounds artillery. Like when I was there, you were using old Desert Storm or old Iran. Of course, they can't make their own artillery shells, so they still had ours. He was our boy, man. Yeah. I mean, dude, like, we probably thought, dude, this guy is a dictator. Like he can hold it down. Saddam didn't like radical religions, radical Muslims. He clamped that shit down, dude. Like he probably could have been. Wow, that was a fast light. He probably could have been a really good partner in that region. The friend of my friend, or the enemy of my friend, what is it? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Our biggest, the global war on terror, in my point of view, was always about Iran. That was that's how they built their country, and it started leaking outside. Saddam didn't like that shit, so he invaded Iran for like 10 years, right? How long was that war, the Iraq-Iran war? Was it like a 10-year war? No one moved. They all died. Everyone died, basically. The Iranian situation was also a removal of CIA management that left a vacuum. Removal of CIA. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was thinking of the Iraq-Iran war. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, before that. Yeah. When we came out and that's how they came in. Yeah, I got that. 100%. And every idea like that, every crazy government that gets in charge like that, it will come to an end, because the people that are being born underneath that regime, can't move society, are left in the dark. They don't hate America. They just don't understand why everything sucks. But the regime tells the people, oh, it's America's fault, and it's the okay, like what? And eventually, those regimes are. And like the crazy, like Syria. How Trump met with or called the new Syrian president guy that basically took over the country and kicked that one dude out, al-Assad, whatever his name is. Like, if I were Trump, I'd be like, dude, like, whoever overthrows we still can do business. Like, it doesn't make you, I don't know. They're like, man, a lot of options can go down for Iran. I think that country's going to come to an end. If that guy doesn't surrender or denuclearize or do something, I think Israel's going to strike him eventually. Eventually, he's going to get got. either by a plane or a bomb or just some crazy Joe Schmo on the street that just lost his entire family and hates the government. I don't know, man. It can get funky. It can get funky real quick. What's up, man? Brazil? Hey, Gustavo. What's up, Gustavo? Welcome to California, brother. The fundamentalist Muslims will need to be addressed at that. That's perfect, David. That's what I'm getting at. They need to be addressed at some point. It's a case of when, yeah, you know, and you know, the people that grew up under this radical religion, radical Muslim. $7 years, 8 months. That war is forever. 7 years and 8 months. Yeah, and they lost like hundreds of thousands of people, dude. Saddam was wild, dude. Saddam was wild. I mean, you got to give that credit. You got to give that guy credit sometimes, you know. You got to give dictators credit to make it that far. I mean, it's impressive, man. It's impressive. And he came out victorious. Saddam always came out victorious, no matter what happened in the war. He always celebrated. The Americans, you know, they retreated after Desert Storm. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, we just bombed. Like, you don't. Okay, you know. 7 years and almost 8-year war. And Israel's been, you got to remember, Israel had the 6-day war. Israel's been invaded like 4 times throughout Egypt, Syria, Jordan, all tried to invade Israel at one time. Like in the 70s, yeah, I think there was another 6-day war on Yom Kippur or whatever the damn holiday was. The tank battle in that little 6-day war was legit, dude. Israel knows how to fight, man. They're not stupid people. You know, a little Iranian country ain't no big deal to these boys. I'm honored to be allies with Israel. I'm out. Poland, Poland. I'm not kidding, dude. Poland, I don't think is. Estonia's pretty cool. I know their military's pretty solid. Finland, Taiwan, I'm sure they're good. The Philippines are pretty solid dudes. And the Marine Corps trains with all those people all the time. We have Marines in Taiwan training, in the Philippines training with these boys. Estonia, I don't think we go to the Baltic states, but I know, dude, like Estonia or Latvia, Lithuania, their whole population has to join the military, or can be mobilized because of Russia, man. There's some people that just don't. They know they've been invaded. They've been, throughout their 1,000-year history, they've been invaded by Russia or by other countries 100 times, and these countries and these men that run these countries are sick of this shit, dude. Like we're in 2025, man, and people are still trying to, Putin's still trying to pussyfoot his way into Ukraine. Oh yeah, didn't Putin say he wanted unconditional surrender too? Yeah, I think Putin said he wanted unconditional surrender, which we all knew, right? Like, but right when Trump said unconditional surrender, Putin wanted it too from Ukraine. What an idiot, dude. I mean, Putin is so far detached from the war, it sickens me. And from a reality, to be honest, outside of Trump saying you'd be in jail, nothing will ever be funnier than George W. Bush and weaving a shoe. Oh yeah, I'll never forget that dude. That dude threw the shoe at George Bush, dude. Yeah, he dodged. I'll give him credit. He dodged the shit out of that shoe, and he looked pretty cool doing it. You know, he kind of like stood there, like he could have. Like imagine getting and then like you're the leader of your country like has a bitch fit or something. Like he played it cool though, man. You got to give him credit. And that guy chucked the shit out of that shoe, dude. But that's what happens. Like, you know, that's what happens. Sorry, man. When you live in a smaller country that's crazy and you guys think you're badass, well, you know, have you met Americans? You know, have you met American female? They're you know, we'll just send American females to fight you, brother. Trust me. They get really fucking pissed off too, man. And violent. Israel has never lost a fight in my time. They have fought 9 wars now, and they've seemed to be winning the 9th. Yeah, yeah, man. Israel's. Yeah, they're a dangerous military, man. They know what they're shit. I wonder if there's like a 2-week notice because Israel's gonna plan something, you know, secretive, you know, like the pagers or the bombing of Iran, all that crazy crap that they just pulled. I mean, they had special forces units inside of Iran looking at their targets of opportunity, and no one knew. Dude, if a foreign adversary came out to the United States and put a rocket launcher on top of a mountain, some random chick would be hiking and would see that. Like, there's no way getting around that in America, dude. Some like California bimbo girl would be walking along and going like, huh, what's this? Should probably Instagram it, you know, and get those guys caught. I just, that smells like that. They've had a lot of help. Iranian citizens probably saw what was happening, right? Millions of people living in Iran. Someone saw something, looked at it, looked at what they were looking at and goes, hey, I'm cool with it. You know, as long as you don't shoot that shit at my house, go blow up that fucking rocket launcher. And what is the regular Joe Schmo citizen going to do? Go complain to the IRGC that they're, you know, you're not long for this life if you do stuff like that, you know? Oh man, I forgot to take out, I got trash in the back. Oh, that's all right, damn it. I collected my bottles and my Coke cans and I have them in the back. Oh shit, one just flew out. That's my money, man. Damn it. I like to recycle my stuff. I'm going green, fellas. I'm going lean and green. $20 on recycling. That's a couple beers. That's a good bar tab at happy hour, man. Like $5 a beer. Recycle, boys. Go to your local recycle. 5 cents a can. Damn, I just lost like 20 cents, dude. It flew out my back. I'm super pissed. Hey, what's up, alien? How you doing, man? Israel forever? Why are you mad, bro? Why are you mad, bro? Oh, no, I'm losing my money, man. That's why. What's up, Alan G? Alien G? What? Alan G, what's up, man? Israel forever? Yeah, man. I hope they live forever. I hope everyone lives forever, you know. Israel's a good people out there, man. Yeah. Just regular old mom and dads, you know. I'm gonna max you out if you don't calm down, pal. What? Max me out? What? I don't. You're gonna do what? What's up, David? They bought the company that made the pagers 2 years before they used them as explosives. Gotta love the effort and patience, dude. That's insane, dude. That's like top secret. You know, I don't even. Yeah, that's some wild stuff. To track on. I mean, they probably had a little tracker on it. They probably had a little. They had the explosive, and the pager had to have worked. You know, you're not going to buy a bunk pager, you know. So it was a functioning tool. It was just kind of stuffed with extra little gizmos. You know, that's some stellar stuff, man. I don't know. And just going into Iran, I mean, the balls, dude. They had a drone fleet in there. They had the thing like Ukraine did, a spider web of drones. Wild, man. They're. I want them on my team. You know, that's the point I'm making. If there's a player in a game that's that good at doing that stuff, I want them on my team. You know, let's do business. Let's do business. Oh yeah, dude. I guarantee, like the Tony Khamenei, whatever his name is, I guarantee he's around no electronics. He's in a bunker somewhere. You know, he's gonna start living like Osama bin Laden, dude. Where Osama couldn't leave his little compound. He never walked outside. You know, unless it was in his little patio. Like this guy lived in Europe. You know, you become a prisoner with your own environment, right? You know, we don't have to really capture you, but you'll put yourself in a box because you're scared, you know? He's gonna live like Osama, dude. That's wild. Imagine the president of the United States living like Osama bin Laden and hiding, dude. That country is gonna crack soon. I don't know how it's not. Unless there's gonna be a brutal regime crackdown, you know, unless that's happening right now. Or they might not even be able to do that. I mean, because all their leadership is gone, and if your top-down military regime, like the lowest guys, I'm not doing that shit, you know. They're all dead, you know. You don't live now. It starts cracking. I don't know, man. We can see something wild, and I'm excited, man, because I really thought about this a lot. That's why I'm kind of doing the stream, man. The global war on terror. We all know where it comes from, you know. We all know where it comes from. We just had to get there. And in Iran, October 6th or whatever that day was, that was the knife in the coffin. That was an invasion of Israel, and Israel decided to invade back, you know. Play stupid game, win stupid prize. Even Lebanon, they kind of, there's a government in Lebanon, but there's like the Hamas guys, right? Or whoever Hamas or whoever they are out there, the weirdos. Like, I don't hear that much with them anymore. Or Gaza's basically gone. I don't know what. There's I don't know. There's like 4 different. They're all dead. Everyone died. Like anyone that remember any of those videos that you see people chanting or doing the little skits with their rifles, and they're all dead. All those people are probably dead. All of them. All of them, dude. They're all gone. That's why you don't see stupid videos like that anymore, because they're all dead. It's wild. It's wild about. You know, you can YouTube 3 months ago, like Hamas radicals chanting on the streets. All those guys are dead, for sure. Either Israel killed them, they died because of an accident, or their own people. You know, you play a stupid game, you're gonna win a stupid prize, dude. Sad. Not really, but just to be clear, hey, what's up, dude? Rich people? I'm rich. I think everyone that lives in America is pretty rich. Where you been, brother? What's up, man? Nah, they do evil with their powers. People have powers. I don't know. I've been. My pager just blew up. Beep 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 beep. I had a pager growing up, man. That was my first. I was probably like 12 or 13. My mom, you know, when you're young boys, what would you do when you're young? You just went out, came home when the lights turned on or whenever, you know. And so, me being out all day and all night, so she bought me a pager. And when she was tired of me being out, she would page me and say, "Get your ass home." I'm like, "All right. Don't come home until the street lights." I used to be kicked out of my house. You get out of my house. Hey, what's up, Alice? How you doing? We had pager bubble gum. Oh yeah, the ice cream truck stuff. Yeah, I remember that. What's up, Alice? Super fine. How you doing? Long time no see, devil. Yeah, we'll see about that 2-week notice, man. I think, like, dude, the news blows things so out of proportion. But this is gonna go down in history, boys. This last, if Iran cracks, which I think it will. You know, they just had those big protests about the regime killing a chick or something. A bunch of like chicks were protesting. Even they shut down the internet. That's right. They shut down the internet. We were told to leave before the sun came up and then don't return before dusk. Yeah. I think my parents had a second family during the day. Yeah, dude. Listen here, man. Grow up. You were born before like the age of like high-speed internet. Like I would say 2000. Get out of the house and you don't come back home until I call for you or the lights turn off or the street lights turn on, or you know, as you get older you just come home kind of whenever. Yeah, I thought my dad had a second wife, dude. I thought they brought over the real children and then they kicked the fake ones out. Just make sure you're home for dinner, or all hell will break loose. Yeah, you had to be home for dinner. That was absolutely true. If mom made dinner, you had to be home for dinner, man. And you had to sit there and you had to eat it, you had to enjoy it, you had to say thank you, you had to put your dishes away, you had to ask to be excused from the table. Oh yeah. These day and ages, I don't know, brother. I don't know. Life's fast, you know. Life's changed a little bit. I mean, you just got to make time. You gotta have someone to make you that dinner, and then have the father, you know, maintain the rules and discipline of the house. And that's how I was raised. That's how probably a lot of you guys were raised. And nowadays, it's still, I'm sure it still happens, but it's a lot faster. Remember, I read mom screaming dinner out the window in the entire neighborhood. If you were late, it was a problem. Oh yeah. Or my grandma used to walk out and whistle, and she would just walk out and whistle, and me and my brother would hear it and have to run back home. Or it's like, hey, could Jeff come over and have dinner with us? I mean, that was always the best, dude. When your buddy came over and had dinner with you guys, that's how like our neighbors, like my neighbors are still pretty close, man. Like we had dinner with our neighbors and house parties, and it was a good time growing up. You know, America's good, man. It's a beautiful weekend, good weather. Trump train, baby. Hey, Ashton Bull, what's going on, brother? Super 5, man. Welcome to the Devil's Compound. Beers are cold, chicks are looking good, freeways are empty. Look at that. On a Saturday, this is what I'm saying, fellas. This is something very strange is happening. Very strange. I need everyone to listen. It's Saturday. It's summertime in Southern California, right? It's 0:10, almost 0:1100, and there's no traffic. Basically going to the beach. In my whole life, if you woke up this late and try to go anywhere near closer to the ocean, you're going to be stuck in traffic for forever. I mean, if I left right now, I wouldn't get to the beach till 2. It would have taken me an hour just to find a parking spot. It would, you know, and then you got to find a place on the beach to hang out. It's packed. It's fun, but it was never that fun because it took too damn long, man. And then the drive home, and you're dehydrated, you're burnt to a crisp, and you got out of the freeway, man. There's no one here anymore. There's still a ton of people, but not like I remember, man. And I was with someone the other day, and they brought that up too, because they wanted to leave early somewhere, and I took someone somewhere, and we had a great time. And they're like, let's leave early. We got to leave early. Let's leave at like 09. I was like, 0900? I was like, I'm not waking up that early. I'm tired, man. I want to just, I'm on perma vacation. And we left at like 10:30, man. And she went, there's no one here. Like, where's everyone? I don't know. Everything was an excuse to our parents. Dude, it still is, bro. It still is, man. I'll say something to my dad. He's like, oh, that's an excuse. My mom, for sure. Yeah, but growing up, you couldn't. There's all just excuses, man. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to bring back, man. I'm not. Dude, if you sounded like a little baby, your mom or your grandma would be like, dude, you sound like a bitch. Like, shut up. Yeah, you couldn't complain back in the day. Now it seems like everyone wants to complain and everyone wants to play a victim. It's that weird, something changed in our society. I don't know what really happened. It's not the people that were grown up like us. It's the other side of society that no one cares about, but they're someone, I think the other part of society came in full swing. They came up, they were yelling about ladyboys and racism and this and that, and they only got a microphone and more attention because of in the iPhone and just how things are so fast, and a lot of propaganda and stuff that's bought and paid for. The news was reporting on what people said on Twitter. Last time I checked, that's not the news. The internet's not real, It's weird. Cannon, what's up, brother? Devil Raw. Super 5, brother. Welcome back, man. Another Marine in the building. Another Marine. Give him one. You know what I'm talking about, Cannon, dude. After you're done giving a period of an instruction, and so your sergeant or corporal would be like, all right, give him one, and everyone would say, kill. I fucking love that, dude. at the time, you're just like, oh, kill. But like, as I'm older, I'm like, dude, how insane is that, bro? Imagine some Joe Schmo walking in and like you see 50 dudes in the room going, kill! Because someone read something on a PowerPoint. Fucking, the Marine Corps is insane, dude. Just insane. Just another light. Hey, red one. Red one. So much for the no war president. Oh, you mean, American Iran? Well, a war is when two militaries meet on a battlefield and there's a clear head of that military or religion or regime, and the other side has the same thing. In this case, we're just gonna bomb the living shit out of Iran and your government. That's all, man. That's not a war. That's us on a Saturday afternoon, you know. We bomb things on a Sunday morning, bruh, you know. Like, that ain't a war to us. Dude, if you give Americans a bomb, we'll find someone to blow. We'll do it, but we'll all like come together and be like, yeah, that guy needs to go. He's an asshole. Are you sure, guys? We should do it. It'll take us a year to get over the decision. We'll go all through that, and then we'll bomb the shit out of you, and then we'll walk away happy. You know, no, man, a war like boots on the ground. Like, we don't have tanks to send over there anymore. All of our tanks are pretty old. You know, we don't want to send old tanks. It's going to take us like 30 years to rebuild, you know, new tanks and new stuff. We need drone operators. You know, there's a whole new invention of war that like, if I fought in a war today, it's changed. War changes, technology, like our military is adapting to the new battlefield of war. You know, our troops have to learn a bunch of new shit that I never even learned, you know, because they learn off my backs. I learn off the guys from Desert Storm, Vietnam, Korea, Mogadishu, and anything like that. So, no, man, dropping bombs, that ain't a war. That's just telling, showing one country who daddy is, you know. And, you know, Iran has no more leadership, and the last guy standing, it's his choice, man. Either he wants to live or die. It's up to him. I think Trump, Tiger, rally, what? I don't know what that is. Red one watches CNN. Yeah, he comes in here and kind of repeats CNN quotes and stuff. Yeah, and sometimes, you know, red one, let's just say you want to stick to that talking point where, you know, no more wars. Well, you can look at me and say that, and I would tell you, yeah, you know, a politician lied to me. Like, so what? Politicians lie all the time. It doesn't shock me that he has to lie, or shit happens, you know, whatever. We all here don't want a war, right? I mean, everyone here, we're like, nah, man. We're cool with bombing you guys, but a war, nah, we're good. But if we have to do it, right? What's up, John? What percentage of opinions do you think actually make any positive changes in the world? Opinions, none. None. No one's opinion makes a change in the world, right? That sounds silly. Let me read that again. And they don't spend time rebuilding it. Hold on. What percent of opinions do you think actually make any positive change in the world? Oh, none. Yeah, none. Opinions are just like assholes, man. Everyone's got one, brother. You know? Everyone's got one. Everyone has their own way of thinking, their own way of going through life. You know, you can't hold anyone accountable for, you know, doing what they want to do and what's best for them. What you can hold the people accountable for is, you know, someone like Iran, where there's a 40 40, 70-year pattern of just not being a normal human being, just being a crazy, crazy person. Politicians, lawyers, and salesmen, all known liars. Jason Smith. Yes, sir. You know what, man? I was in sales for a long, long time. And if it's not that we lie, okay. Hold on, I just have to get it done, right? And when I was a sales rep, the thing I have to get it done. And you use terminology that I know you won't understand. I'll show you a graph that I know you won't understand. I'll explain the same thing 5 different times, 5 different ways. And eventually you're just going to say yes. Because if you haven't said no already, the next word is yes. So, yeah, I agree with that, man. It's especially sales reps. Sales reps just want to sell you something. They don't care whether it works the next day or if you like it the next day. Once you give me your money, I'm gone. That's lawyers. Oh, it's going to take 3 years. We're going to have to debate and go through arbitrary and this and that. And then another 6 months. They're just bullshitting you because you're paying them. They have an incentive to make it last longer, right? And they all stink. Yes, sales reps are at least what I did. I sold cigarettes, so that wasn't that bad. I didn't really have to sell anything. I just had to show up. Beer. Lawyers get paid just to whether they win or lose. That's a great gig. Politicians, it's the same thing as sales. They will explain something to you 20 different times, 20 different ways, but they just want your vote. The minute you vote for them, they don't. After you vote for a politician, they don't have to do what they say. They don't have to do anything that they told you. Why would they? They do whatever they want to do, and they'll vote however they want to vote in their best interest, or for their best family, or for their crazy ideas. And that's why a lot of people like Trump, right? Because he's actually mostly doing what we wanted him to do. Deporting everybody, not getting into any more wars, gonna bomb the shit out of the country that no one likes. Or Israel, the Jews will. We don't have to do anything. We just have to watch with our binoculars. Israel's gonna bomb the shit out of Iran finally and get that global war on terror over with. I don't even know what I was talking about right there. You don't think bombing a country contributes to more radicalization? Don't care. No, it's a fact. Leave it to America to ignore the fallout of imperialism. Don't even know what that means. Iran's going to be bombed. It's already been bombed. It's the regime, that country. You can't. There's no planes in and out of that country anymore. You guys, Iran doesn't have airspace anymore. You can't drive out of there anymore. That country's every day. That country's going to get cracked and cracked and cracked, and Iran can be as radical as they want, but they can never. Those people can never leave the Middle East ever again, and that's the whole point. That's the greatest. That's a great idea. Like people in Iraq can't fly out of Iraq and just fly to America. They can't even. Red One is the kind of guy to offer his sister his friend. Yeah. Red One is about as sharp as a bowling ball, and the reasons why we need directions on shampoo. Reasons why we need directions on shampoo. Yeah, man. Oh, God. Cannon, I've seen you use that phrase multiple times. Well, it's because it's true. That's why we have directions. That's why we have the ingredients on like Oreo cookies, because people think Oreos are good for you. What do we say, Cannon? We break it down Barney style, brother, because everyone's dumb, so you got to break it down in directions. You guys think like children. Well, this child is going to bomb the shit out of Iran, so I'm happy for that. That's what I voted for, Devil Dog, you know? Red one, that's the bombing of Iran. When Israel bombed Iran, I said it's about goddamn time. It's about that was 20 years past due, to be honest. It is what it is, man. Hey, Gold Leader, what's up, man? Red one, this is Gold Leader. That sounds like a Star Wars. Gotta open his mouth, kissing his dog. It is. Oh, it is. All right. I was like, red one. This is gold. I swear. I was like that. I'm not a big Star Wars guy, but I've heard that. Red. Stop basing on feelings. Nothing gets done with feelings. Yeah, man. Like yeah, you guys think like children. That's feelings, man. We talk about in reality here, man. And we got a government saying death to America. You're going to find out real quick. And America is not even going to bomb you, dude. It's going to be your arch enemy, the Jews. The Jews are going to bomb you with their goddamn... They're going to drop that little hat on you guys. I wish Iran could defend themselves. I wish they could. I wish Iran can defend themselves. But they can't, because they're stupid. Red one's the kind of guy that orders an egg white omelet and blames the Jews for cholesterol. Yeah, dude, it's like, when are these guys gonna stop? No, it's life, and life is tough. Yeah. Narrow vision. I don't care. Your lack of. I don't care about that, red one. You're not gonna change my opinion, and you can call me all the names you want, brother. I've been called worse. You know. I voted for a president that's a Russian spy and a felon. I have a narrow mind. I think like a child. I got it, man. So let's move on. Let's move past that. What else do you want to talk about? I mean, you got to admit, Iran chanting death to America and death to Israel has, I guarantee there's someone there sitting there like this saying, fuck, man, we shouldn't have done that. And because now everything is gone. Everything that they worked for, all the billions of dollars they drilled out of that mountain, they're going to crack that mountain, dude. Have you ever seen a mountain get pumped? Guys, I think this might be the first time ever we're going to watch a man-made structure, or not a man-made, a natural structure, you know, Mother Nature structure, a mountain get cracked in half because someone decided to drill in it and put uranium and a bunch of other crazy shit in there. So now we have to invent something to crack a mountain in half. It's going to be, I mean, this is going to, thousands of years from now, there's going to be someone reading a book, looking at this place and going, holy shit, like this is what it used to look like, and now the mountain's like this, you know, it's all caved in. Like, that's gonna be wild, dude. It's gonna be wild. I'm excited to see this. This is, I'm gonna eat popcorn. The global war on terror could be finally over, man. Yeah, Israel can finally like live in peace. Like millions of people can finally just hang out. Oh God. And what's the excuse? Well, won't this cause more radicals? Well, if it does, we'll bomb them too. You're like, of course, there's going to be radical people, but we let this go for so long that these people took charge of a country and are dishing out craziness all the time, right? It's over, man. Those days are over. Hopefully. I can't. Israel's not going to stop. This was the whole plan. Iran should have invaded, or they can't even invade. They should have done some. When Gaza hit Israel, Iran was at war with Israel almost immediately. But Iran's so stupid that they waited for Israel to conquer Gaza. They waited for Israel to conquer or fuck up the Lebanese. They waited for Israel to hit the West Bank. They waited for Israel to hit the Houthis. And now it's all secured. And their only focus now is Iran. Like, you step by step by step by step. That's a plan. Plan of action. You know, step by step by step by step. And then that's it. And now we're on the last phase. Russia's not helping Iran. But China flew in a plane there. I don't know. They can give Iran whatever they want. It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. Hey, crayons. We're talking about crayons. Yep, and I didn't need to know how to accomplish the job in any MOS as an infantryman. Like an old man. Red One's the type of guy that drinks and wears velvet shorts. He's the reason why we have directions on shampoo bottles, dude. I never heard that before. All right, we got about 2 more minutes, Devil Dogs, and I'm gonna enjoy my Saturday and go stare at my reflection in the pond and write some poems and think happy thoughts, you know. You're the reason why my trash can has Spanish and Chinese written on it, because people don't know what a green lid is on top of a trash can. If there's a green lid on top of the trash can, that's for green things like plants. But people are so stupid, they'll throw like bottles in there. California, guys, don't make fun of me. We have 3 different trash cans for 3 different things. It's pretty ridiculous. I guess. God bless you, Jason. Hey, I'll always be a U.S. Marine. Semper Fi, brother. Hell yeah. That's some motivating trash right there, Devil Dog. God, I love talking to you guys. I can talk like I'm in the military again. I can say everything's trash. I say Devil Dog all the time. I freaking love that, dude. I love speaking like it's so fun. It used to be so fun. Especially when you get like the new, like couple new boots in your unit. You're like, oh, good, Devil Dog. Good. Anyways, Devils, I'm out of here, man. I might lose service going through this little tunnel of doom. One hell of a talk, boys. We got a lot of work to do. Hang on to your belt buckles. Grab your wife's hand. That's a nice car. Helmet's not a chair. You fight wars with your hands. Adapt and overcome. Honor, courage, and commitment, boys. One day, I'm going to do a live stream, and Iran will have cracked and have fallen. The Ayatollah will be either dead or surrendered. And my global war on terror will finally be over, man. And I can't wait. I wake up and I turn on the news every fucking 2 hours because I'm so excited to hear this. Won't that cause more radicals? Yeah, we'll fucking blow them up too. Because this is America. America, we do wild shit like that, man. There's no shame. You can't shame people that are unshameable, you know? The parents have woken up and have taken power in America. There's no more ladyboy stuff. That's all done, man. You guys got 3 years and 8 months of this shit. Get used to it, brother, you know? Get used to it. My girlfriend's in the military. Hey, what's up, Joseph? Be proud of that, man. That's awesome. Be proud of that, dude. Chicks in the military, I don't care what anybody says. We need people to drive a 7-ton truck 10 miles down the road. A guy or a girl can do that. Yeah, let's be real. You know, weapons are made for children to use. You should be proud of that, man. That's cool. That's a cool gig, dude. Like I said, we'll send our females in the military to go kick the shit out of Iran. They'll do a better job. Freaking Semper Fi, rah. Cannon, I love you, brother. Rah. Or, you know, what was the best cannon when you're in, or Jason, or even Howard, you know, when you're in like a school circle, or everyone's in the, you know, and sitting down, and someone goes, hey, everyone understand that? And someone just like goes, rah. We don't even speak to each other. We just go, rub Butter's belly once for me. Oh, I got you, Howard. She has a big old panza, dude. I'll do it, man. I think I got one more good video of Butters. I'll post it for you, man. She's cool, man. She's a cool dog. She's a cool. I grown really close to her, and I treat her like my Jack Russell. So I'm trying to change her not into a pug, but into like a mini Jack Russell pug. That'll be dope. Raw. Oh man. Yep, and I didn't need to know how to accomplish the job in my NEMOS as an infantryman. That's right. I'm like an old man, a gold leader. Red one, this is gold leader. I knew that was Star Wars, man. I freaking knew it. Anyways, devils, I'm out of here, man. I'm going to enjoy my beautiful Saturday, hang out with my big bro and my family, and I don't know, maybe have a cerveza later. You know, every day, boys, I wake up, or every night, should I say, when I have a drink with my father, we turn on the news, and it's like watching Desert Storm all over again, man. And I get it, man. Most people are like, dude, I fought in the Iraq War. You know, Cannon, you did too. Jason, you know, we all been part of those wars. After 9/11, Iraq was going to die. That was it. We just, you know, we all knew that weapons of mass destruction was a pretty bullshit lie. This one, probably a little more bullshit. Maybe a little more believable. But I don't think we even, like, boots on the ground, that won't happen. I'm not down for that. No one's down for that. No one's down for that. Not even Trump. And if dropping bombs is our definition of going to war with other countries, then I'm all for it, brother. Let's drop bombs like we're in Vietnam, man. Let's get it over with and get it done. You know, and call it a day. One thing, we can't have another North Korea in the Middle East. You know, why have a nuclear bomb, you know? Like most governments tell you not to have a boomstick, or the Second Amendment, or you can't buy a rifle. Well, you know, why have an assault rifle? Why would you have that? You know, what's the point of that? You don't go hunting with it. Well, why have a nuclear bomb? See, it's the same, and we're not going to let them. We're just not going to let them. Not going to happen. Anyways, devils, I'm officially out of here. The compound's going to close. You're free to go on Discord. You're free to like and subscribe. Say what's up. Make fun of me. Doesn't matter. That's it, boys. I'm out. Yeah. Semper Fi, guys. Peace.